This is Red Briggs Bob, recording something for reasons, just because see that power pole, telephone pole leaning. Well, it just happened even more because the energy company came and put that top T on there and didn't replace that pole, even though that pole was cracked and that tree was laying across the wire. They did nothing about it, and yet had 4 trucks, 6 guys there, and the only thing they did is put the T up and left. They did nothing about the pole that's been up there since 1952. I found a tag. I seen a tag earlier. It said 52, but I couldn't find it. There's one on there from 54, so it's certain it's been up there since 1954. I contacted AT&T afterwards because DTE, they told us that it was their line that tree is on. They came out here and say, no, that's Comcast. Comcast said they would be out here on the 7th of September, and they never even showed up or made a phone call thereafter. So that tree is the culprit, and I limbed all the rest of the stuff off there, and I'm getting ready to drop that tree, but they're doing nothing about that. So I called 911 just a couple minutes ago after I heard the crack walking down the street and the power failure or possible power failure that's going to occur because of negligence on behalf of those people who bring us energy. It would have took a retarded animal cracker to figure out that pole needed to be replaced immediately when they were putting the T on it. But 6 men who work for DTE couldn't figure that out. Pretty damn sad, folks. So we're just gonna leave a little recording there live for a minute, and maybe we'll get the whole thing to dump. But you'll see what's holding it up right now, and I'll walk over there. This is a box elder tree. I didn't get it down yet. But there it is, right there. And it snapped off the post. Right there. And it's got a nice lean now. So I don't want to stand by it. Never know what could happen. So I just wanted to show you that. And look at that lean. See, big lean. And everything's tight on this side. So, red bricks. So hopefully I called 911 because I didn't know who else to call other than me getting a rope and jerking that tree off of there. But that ain't gonna help the pole now anyways, and it might give it enough to make it, I don't know, to fall the rest of the way, and then it'd be my fault, right? But they told me don't touch it, and I haven't. So that's about it here. Just got back. Linda just got back, and she was at a birthday party for one of the grandchildren. So now we are just seeing what's going to happen here. So I'm already ready for power failure. I got the generator ready and all. So if that line goes and we got a storm brewing right now, so I'm certain it's going to go down unless they can get a team here. And I called, not 15 minutes ago, so let's see what happens. We can stream live until it falls, or somebody comes here to remedy the problem. What do you think's going to happen first, folks? Hopefully they get a team here to get it remedied. So let's see how long it takes for a response time to come. Because who do you call, huh? Do I got to call the Amish in? So that's it. That chunk of tree, I got the saw now to cut that down, but I was going to do it today, but I had the grandson today, so I didn't do that. Went fishing instead, and he caught 2 bluegill today. his Uncle Paul came down with some night crawlers, and we caught 2 bluegill. It made his day. He's 5 years old. First fish he ever caught. It was just a little, I don't know, 4 or 5 incher. He wanted to take it home and eat it, he said. I said, just throw it back and name it. So we named it Blue. So we threw a bluegill back into the Mandan Lake. Hopefully he'll catch it in the future when it's big blue. So I hope the Red Brick family's doing good. I was just on Spartan Red Channel and Dean prior to going to this little birthday party and just didn't even make an appearance, but Linda did. So I was busy with the dog. I was walking the dog. So, and good thing I was, because I caught that pole snapping more. So that's why I called in 911. So there's a lot of tension on that line right now. The wires are taut in the back, and I hope they do send somebody. Fucking mosquitoes. So pretty scary. So we got 6 minutes. So about 20 minutes went by and we have no team here to try to resurrect that pole or save the day before a power failure. You'd think DTE'd want to help their customers and get that pole right as soon as they seen it, but nope. Because they farm it out to other companies. Look, them guys spent 2 hours here to put that T up top. 2 hours, 6 guys, 3 trucks. Huh? So they got here and then they ate and then they sat around a little bit, talked. Then 2 of them got up in the boom and fixed that while the other one sat there, and then they got down and sat and talked and blah, blah, blah. Well, I told them there's other lines in the back that you didn't do nothing about either. So imagine that, DTE. You spent 6 guys, 3 trucks to put that T up there, and I could have put that T up there by myself with a ladder. With a ladder and some spikes on my feet if that pole would have been sitting right. See? But that would have been one guy, and I'd have did it in an hour. Huh? Me with a boom in an hour to the next stop, and I would have straightened that pole out. I'd have drove some spikes down, and it wouldn't have been a hard job. And I'm kind of lost. The company has so much money, they couldn't have sent out a crew that's capable of remedying that problem as soon as it happened. Or how about prior to that? Inspect that pole. Whoever's inspecting that pole should be fired. Yep. So that's what I say. We need a watchdog group, because this monopoly, DTE, they're crooked, man. They don't care. They just want to crap on you, meter you for energy, and then create the chaos to fix the mess up like they're the heroes. They're the zeros, folks. They hide the fact that energy is not that hard to harness, and with the monies that we allocate through our tax dollars, we should be making energy more efficient for the community and people, instead of letting these constituents and these politicians crap on us, always taking care of their constituents to make money and to cheat us. And that's a fact. So we need more meltologists in the realm telling people what's going down here.
Bob,
yeah?
you should yell at those people and tell them to watch out.
Right. Someone turning around there. Oh, that's the neighbor lady for dropping them off. Yeah, she shouldn't have pulled down there, huh?
Tell them about it.
All right, yeah.
Maybe they'll call in.
Well, they're just dropping Layla off.
Oh.
She's just dropping Layla off over there. Hi, Layla. Hey, be careful over here by this pole. Look at it's leaning more. It's almost ready to fall. So, tell your mom and dad. All right, have a good evening. All right, Layla was informed. Young girl across the street.
Who you talking to?
I'm talking to a live stream.
Oh.
I'm streaming it. Say hi, Linda.
Hi.
Linda says hi, everybody. So, I don't know. I'm not going to keep streaming this. I'm just doing this for my own sake. And I don't think it's going to go anywhere until the storm kicks up a little more tonight. But since the last crack and lean, it hasn't leaned
Oh, it's gonna lean.
anymore. But it's just going to take a little bit of wind because the fence that was supporting the bottom part of that has popped off of the end piece. So it won't be long. And I don't know if those wires touch down on the neighbor's house, if it would arc and catch a house on fire. Should
Oh,
I?
I wish you could go.
I don't know if I
over.
should notify the neighbors somehow.
Go around, drive around the other way. Cause she needs to be told.
Right. Look out the back and see if you can see
I
Larry
already,
or anybody. And if you can, yell at them. There's not even home. So that's the debris I'm picking up from that tree right there. And that's the tree culprit that caused that. And she's got a hell of a lean on now, boy. Look at that, man. And where's her taunt, man? She's gonna give soon, man. As soon as that ground gets a little wetter too, she's gonna really slide. That branch there. So not good. So that's what's going down here. And if my stream just ends, no, it is because I got disconnected, huh? Because the wires got ripped out of my house, huh? So if we get disconnected, you know it went down, right? I thought I'd get lucky and watch the... What? There's no lights on over her house. Her right there, there ain't no lights on over there. How did I talk to her? There are no lights on. There ain't nobody at home there. So, see, at least the wind died down. Be careful. Be careful, wire up down there. What?
I was thinking, why don't you call the fire department?
I just called 911. Don't you think they would have did that? Thanks anyway, though. It's a good tip. Oh, we're getting some little electrical out here. The screen just blinked from the electrical. Something's going down here. Anyway, that's it here, man. Huh. Sunday, the 22nd of September. Take 2 drum covers. I'm just doing this little thing just to have a little evidence here to show that DTE, our power company, don't really give a shit about us and left that pole like that. And now it just started raining a little bit, very little wind, and the whole pole is tipping. I don't know, but it's going to storm here pretty shortly. Looks pretty dark. Got a little bit of electrical activity upstairs there. We got some pinks up there. So that pole, she's gonna go. When? I don't know. Hopefully they'll get here and remedy the problem first. We're here in Detroit, Michigan, the suburbs of Detroit, Michigan. Well, to think the power company knew that that pole was cracked all the way down, but they replaced the T and left it standing like that with a tree dangling on the limb. And then say, that ain't our wire, that's Comcast wire, that's AT&T wire. But that's your pole with electricity on the top that could harm people. So, who should be liable for that? Huh? So that was Larry down the street. I was trying to point to it. He just drove under that. I told Linda to drive around the other way, and I called her when she was driving back. Bless you. So, see that house there? About 6 years ago, that house sold for $7,500. But you had to sink about 50 grand into it, 50, 60 grand into it to get it in the shape it is now. Pretty good price though, $7,500. That's the price of a house in the 50s. But now the value of it's, I think someone bought that for 200 some thousand dollars now. But it changed hands 3 times. So anyway, well, is she gonna fall or is she gonna stand until the wind starts blowing? I don't know. Or we could just turn this off, go in the house, and when the power goes out, we know it's down, right? But then we wouldn't have got it on film. See, my hope was I'd get it on film. But it don't look like I'm gonna. So, been holding this phone out here on the porch for 20 minutes now, so over 35 minutes have elapsed since I called 911. So let's see what kind of response time it is for 911 to dispatch and send somebody here to look at and avert a possible dangerous situation. Can they do it, folks? Do they care? We know that DTE doesn't care. So that's a fact. because I just told you earlier. 6 guys, 3 trucks, and all they did is put the T on top of that telephone pole and left. Left a tree that was hanging on wires, leaning big time with a cracked pole all the way down it, and cracked at the base and leaning. So that tells you they don't care. So when I got this, and I think we should have some kind of joint lawsuit or something, man, with the community here, because this duress from having to worry about that every time you go to sleep or walk under there with your dog or drive under there. So yeah, so any lawyer listening, hey, get a hold of us. We need to sue DTE for the duress that they caused my family and my neighbor's family. So that's what this video is about too, just getting evidence to show that these companies don't give a rat's ass about you. They just want your money and the easiest route out. But if they would watch the people they hire, they're losing money. I told you, 6 guys were here, 3 trucks, and that's all they did is put that T up here. 6 guys, huh? Them guys should be ashamed of themselves, and if I was DT, I would never hire them goofballs to do anything again for me. I would fire all of them. 100%. So what's she gonna do? Is she gonna just stand there for us? Huh. Carrie Sanchez, what's going down? If you play back the video, you see what's going down here. We got a situation. It could be fatal. It could be just a power failure if they don't get here to remedy the problem. And they could have remedied this and avoided this in the first place if they would have sent the right team out with some sense. Instead, oh, she twisted a little bit more there. See her angle where the T is up top. So as the ground gets a little wetter, that baby will slip, and it'll slip off that wire with another good wind. So that's about it here. So I'm getting ready to stop the stream, but my intuition says just keep streaming. She might drop, and then I'll have record of it. Record to show a judge in the court the negligence that DTE, AT&T, and Comcast had for their customers. But the biggest culprit is DTE, because they have live wires on that could kill people. And they didn't do nothing. Didn't secure the post after it was leaning and cracked. Nothing, folks. And I have plenty of evidence of the post. And matter of fact, I said earlier it was up there since 1954. So, and whoever's inspecting it should be fired. I think he just goes up there and puts a nail up there. So you got, I don't know, about 12 different inspections on that. The last inspection was 2012. That's up there. So nobody's inspected it since 2012. Yeah, it is sad. It's sad that they do this to people and cause duress to people. The neighbor, I wanted to go over there and warn her that that line possibly could fall on her house at any time. But nobody's home there right now. So I can't warn her, but at least she's not home there right now. And I'm here, and I'll keep an eye on it because that could fall and the wire arc over here and catch my house on fire here. So yeah, that's pretty sad. So I'm just going to keep streaming it for a little bit to see if we possibly get a fall or till I run out of light. Yeah, thank goodness they're not home. I hear you, Carrie. A single mom with 2 children and 2 dogs. But I got to tackle that tree. I was going to do it today, like I said, but I had my grandson over and we went fishing instead. So he caught some bluegill today. Pretty awesome day other than this here. And I'm getting hungry. I didn't eat no dinner yet. There's a killdeer in the background. Dee-dee, dee-dee, dee-dee. Well, I'm gonna go in here and get me a cigarette. And have me a cigarette. And do a little bit more filming. Maybe the thing will fall and we get it live to show authority figures or a judge or something. The arrest that they caused me. What we got on the stupid box? Huh? Chewy deliciousness. Rot your teeth and your gut. Are you watching with me? Huh? Are you watching with me, girl? Look at your pretty little face. Huh? Say, my name's Shadow. I'm a 6-pound dog. I could jump like a kangaroo. So there we are still. Didn't fall yet. Yeah, thanks. It's a cute dog, yeah. She's such a pleasure to have around too. She is a big old ham. She is a lover. She'll make you feel happy when you're sad. Yeah, awesome dog. That was my brother's dog. I inherited that dog after my brother died. Well, he asked me if anything ever happened to him, would I take care of his dog? And I said, yes, sir. So I'm taking care of her until she goes or I go. Yeah, she is a shadow. She follows me everywhere. She has an appropriate name. Yes, every old folks' home should have a dog like that there. Talk about good for the soul. Yep, I believe that. You're right there, Carrie. So we're going to be running out of daylight here shortly. And then I'll just be going in. Yeah, cats too, no doubt. Animals know shit that we don't know. I was never a cat person until I was visiting my mom and dad up north in Beaverton, Michigan. I was babysitting their house while they were in Germany. And my stomach was really upset, and I was sitting on a lazy boy. And the cat came over and started pumping my stomach with its front paws. And it made me pass gas and made me feel better. True story. And the cat did that. I said, "Oh, right." And its cat's name was Kitty. They were real original with naming it, you know. Is that Michael Davino? Michael Davino, what's up, brother? Is that you? Say yes. Yeah, that's what the cat did. And after that, I said, "Cat, you are the best cat. And better than most doctors I've met, huh? Remedy my problem. I didn't have to say nothing to the cat, and it knew what to do. Tell me that ain't something that they know and we don't. Swear it's a true story. It happened to me in my life. And Kitty's no longer here. Kitty ran out of them 9 lives. Yes, Michael Davino. Good to see you, brother. Hope everything's going great. I bet your harvest is looking pretty good because my Candyland one plant I already whacked down. She's ready, and I'm going to get the other one next week. So I hope yours did good this year, brother. Oh, did you? Yeah, Carrie was at the campfire there with us, man, and yeah, it was a blazer. That was chunks of that tree right there in that blaze. DTE didn't do nothing about that pole that's leaning with the chunk of tree on there still. You can't see it no more because it's too dark. Yeah, that was hot. I'm telling you, I was 10 feet away from it and more sitting in a chair and I could feel the heat. But no mosquitoes bothered me that night. Haha. Oh yeah, that pole is leaning big time, man. Should see how tight them wires are right now. Yeah, I know how that is, Michael. I used to grow in my shed and in my house both, but a lot of work, man. A lot of work. And it's very expensive if you're using high pressure sodium bulbs. You know, my electric bill was like 550 a month just for the electric bill. So I grew probably a year like that. But it was the best weed I ever had in my life is the stuff I grew. So I grew white widow, blue cheese, sour diesel, fruity pebbles, uh, Darth Vader. Um, what else did I grow in there? Some weird strains. I can't even remember the name of a lot of them, but a lot, a lot. The most powerful I ever grew was White Widow. That stuff was just fire, man. And then I grew some stuff called God Bud, if anybody ever smoked it. Very, very good. Tasty, good. It was a hybrid, so it's a little of both sativa and indica in it. But anyway, off the subject, right? Oh, nice. Yeah, I got one hanging in my shed right now. My whole backyard smells like a skunk. That Candyland's got a skunk strain crossed in it. Super sticky too. Well, I'd love for you to. I even make hash once a year. Here next month, I'm gonna make a before Halloween. I'm gonna make a big batch of hash. So the best hash I ever smoked is the stuff that I made. And I smoked a lot of hash in my day. And I'm not just bragging. I think when you use fresh stuff and you got it there and you smoke it, you can't get no better, you know. So for real, that would be awesome, man. I'd make it worth your trip. Yeah, I'd like to take a trip out to see Curtis 47 and Shawnee B out there. I'd like to take a trip to see Dean the Machine and go around his city and find some boots on the ground around where he lives and just hang out a day or two, you know, that'd be cool. Yeah, White Widow does make good hash. I used White Widow. Last year I used White Widow, Candyland, and something else I had there. I can't remember what it was. But it was in a purple family. I don't know if it wasn't Purple Kush, it was something else. Purple something or other. Oh, and it was, yeah, it was Purple something or other. And then I used about a quarter pound of, I added a quarter pound of California orange. And it gave the hash because it had real heavy orange in it. And when the hash was produced, it had a reddish look. And it was so tasty. And one hit would do you, man. Expand them lungs. So 35 minutes, and after calling 911, reporting that we reported this 2 weeks ago and nothing's been done, and there's a possible power failure tonight. Still, nobody's come to examine this post here or try to secure it before it, you know, causes problems. Yeah, Granddaddy Purple, that's what it was called. Yep, grows real good, big buds. Yep, that's what it was called. Thanks, Michael. Yep, Granddaddy Purple. Yep, that's what it was called. Yeah, my friend, he's the one that gave me that Granddaddy Purp, two plants. He called me one day and he says, "Hey, I got two Granddaddy Perps that are Hermian. You want them?" Because he didn't want them to affect the rest of his plants. I said, "Hell yeah!" He says, "There's only 2 weeks left on them." So I went and got them. And when I brought him to my shed to grow out for the rest of the 2 weeks, what he did is he put zip ties on the bottom, and it was strangling the plant, and which caused it to hermy. So I clipped them off of there. I cut the hermy spots out, and she came out bad to the bone. And I gave my friend Rich a half ounce of her. I pulled about a little over a quarter pound out of the two plants. So pretty good. My friend Rich had a problem not um, believing in safety, and he was in his garage and he jacked up his truck and didn't put jack stands underneath it, and the hydraulic jack failed and it crushed his skull, and he's no longer with us. He died at the age of 35. Left two beautiful kids behind and a wife. So rest in peace there, my brother Rich. See you on the other side. So yeah, memories. Yep, so sad. I always put jack stands up underneath the vehicle before I crawl under it. I've seen that. That's the second time I've seen a fatal incident. And then I've seen some people who survived it but caused a lot of damage to them. So Rich, it crushed his skull, and then when he was in the hospital, his brain swelled up too much and he died. Yeah, because you imagine a truck going down against concrete and your head is in between the truck and the concrete. That's not good. So rest in peace, Rich. Yeah, and just 2 weeks prior to him that happening to him, he was doing it in the garage, and I told him, "Don't do that." I was there. I said, "You need jack stands under there." Oh man, he thinks that hydraulic jack's gonna save him. It didn't. So there's the leaning pole, and there's the tree that I got to remedy, and they got the other tree they got to remedy. So we're out of light. I don't know if the pole's gonna fall, but I hope it don't. I hope it stands there until they can fix it, because I don't want to start the generator up tonight. So it's trying to start raining on me again, so I'm gonna have to go inside. So everybody who stopped by, Michael, Gary Sanchez, thank you so much for stopping by. It was good to see both of you. And where's my friend Michael here? How can I make him? Huh. Why can't I do that for Michael? What's this? I can't see no stars here, man. It's all cloudy. See that pink in the sky over there? You can see it. It's bouncing around there in the pixels. The pink in the sky. Let's zoom in on that. See some more. The pinks and the greens and the pinks and the greens. Yeah, they were. You're so right, man. Even in the daytime, I see them. Always spraying us, man. Their agenda. Their fake climate change shit. They're the ones that are changing the climate to cause chaos. And they know where they're going to break areas and cause havoc, and they come in there and they rescue it and make money. They're the ones that cause the problems and then remedy it. Isn't that funny? All right, Michael. Well, you get the experience without the doing them, huh? Oh, the neighbor's light just came on. I wonder if someone's home now. Or that's just an electronic eye. I don't know. Probably electronic eye because I didn't see nobody roll in there. So I have to tell her to be aware. And maybe if more people called and get somebody out here. Yeah, get a trip without the drugs. I hear you, Carrie. I don't do nothing but smoke marijuana. That's it. Oh, we do have some electricity in the sky tonight, and I can see the haze of red glow. You know, when I hone in at it's, and who knows, that could be a frequency that they're emitting. You know, we don't really know a lot of the things that they're capable of doing in augmenting weather. So, but we've seen them kill thousands and millions of people by augmenting the weather. But we're conspiracy theorists, right? Right. So that'd be cool to see some arcing, huh? Yeah, check the sky. I always do. I always look up all the time, day and night. I captured something, taking a photo of the moon a couple years ago that looked like a huge net. And I don't know how it was being moved around for drones or what, but it was like a huge net. And I don't know what they were doing, but I captured it, and pictures of it. But, you know, and it looked like netting when it was dark, but, you know, no evidence to say, oh, what that was. I still don't know what that was to this day. But it was very large and it expanded for a long distance. So I don't know what that was about, some weird net. And the moon was so low that evening, it was just like you could almost reach out and touch it. So that was about 2 years ago in the summer, in August. Yeah, you're right, Michael, because you see a lot of things that the average person doesn't see, and you start trying to tell people about it and they think you're crazy. So yeah, I feel you, brother. But once you see, you'll always see, and you know meltology is real. Yeah, my hope is that it don't fall and hurt nobody. You know, if it falls, okay, it falls, but just fall and don't hurt nobody. You know, and don't burn no house down or kill nobody driving by in the car or nothing. You know. So yeah, it's raining now. I gotta step a little farther underneath the awning. So yeah, 46 minutes and see, that's obvious. You call 911, they didn't call nobody to come say, hey, this pole's leaning, it's gonna fall. So maybe they got confidence that the wires are gonna hold it up, right? Who knows? Yeah, that's who came out here to put that T on top of it. They replaced the T because the branch hit that. The pole's leaning and there's a tree laying on the wire, and they didn't do nothing about it, Gary. They told me that it's AT&T's wire that tree's on. So I called AT&T. AT&T sent a guy out and says that's not our wire, that's Comcast wire. Comcast said they'd be out here September 7th. They never showed up, and now it cracked more and it's leaning and it popped the fence off. So I just called 911 and reported that and told them all the other people that had already reported this to, and that was over 50 minutes ago, and they haven't did anything either. So it looks like it's probably going to have to fall and we'll have a power failure before they fix it. So, and like I said, there was 3 trucks out here with booms and everything. 6 men. They spent over 2 hours here to put that top on and did nothing else except eat and laugh and giggle and make some money for 2 hours. It took them only 15 minutes to put up there. I timed them. They were on the bottom, they assembled it, and then they put it up. It took about 15 minutes, but they spent over 2 hours and 20 minutes here. So DTE should be ashamed of those guys that they sent out there and fire them. Because if someone worked like that for me, I would fire them immediately. You know, you're there to work and provide a service and you get paid well. Those guys get paid well, so they want to just, chew time up. Anyway, it's pretty sad. Yep, you're right, Gary. They don't care. They had these fancy trucks with booms and saws and all kind of equipment on there. 6 men. 6 men. Can you imagine that? And that's all they did. 2 hours and 20 minutes. So do the math. Let's just say each one of them guys are getting 30 an hour. Probably more, you know. So think about how much money that they spent to have them just put that in there where they could have remedied that whole problem that day by supporting that pole before they come replace the new one. And I wouldn't be filming this right now. See? So that's the truth. Yep, so true. It's sad. And there's so many guys I know without jobs who would do that job much better with integrity, you know. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. That doesn't make no sense to me at all. That no integrity. That's what I say. Yeah, morons. That's even better. You're right, Gary. They're morons. Morons would do that. Not thinking qualified people who are messing with electricity. You know what I mean? So yeah, my family's under duress as a result of DTE and their inadequate um, service that they give us, the people. And I would like a lawyer to get a hold of me and let's take these people to court and sue them, huh? For duress, just duress alone. So anyway, I never sued nobody in my life, but these people deserve to be sued. So yeah, 2 weeks of trying to contact people to remedy it. Even I told them I would take it down, and they told me not to touch it, but they haven't did anything. So over 2 weeks, everybody's got to be on edge if that's going to fall now or when. Is it going to be me? Is it going to fall on my house? Is it going to hurt someone I love? Pretty sad. Yeah, exactly. Right, they didn't put no. But you know what? If there's a little tree around with their little power stations and stuff, they put uh, warning tape all around it. But here in a residential neighborhood where people drive underneath and walk, they don't put no yellow tape, warn people or nothing about that pole. Just there you go. You got a new T on top. So you got power until that falls, and then we'll be back. See? So we'll have a job again once it falls. And then EMS will have a job if it hurts somebody. And the morgue will have a job if it kills somebody. See, that's how they look at it, I guess. Pretty sad. Man, that's sad, Carrie. That is sad. Yep, that sounds like the same people that are running the show here. Yep, you're right, and I hope nobody gets hurt here. That's so true. Well, my prayers go out for that family. Yeah, there's power here. We still have power here. Ladies' porch lights on there. Got power on there. We got power on in the house. Isabel alive. What's up, Morgan Tristram? How you doing, sir? Morgan's out of Canada. So we got Michael Davino and Carrie Sanchez here. Now we got a power line that's gonna fall. If the winds pick up a little bit more, it's gonna go. So yeah, see that pole there in the dark that's leaning? It's not standing straight up and down. It's leaning. All the wires are taut. And if you go back in the video, you could see it because it was light when I first started this, and I called 911 because I don't know who to call anymore. I called everybody who was supposed to be responsible for that pole and the lines, but nobody's did anything except DTE, and they did a half-ass job with 6 guys and 3 trucks. So and they still didn't send nobody, and I called them uh, over an hour ago. Yep, you see now. Yep, right there. There's the pole. Light refraction from the rain. Pretty awesome looking though. Like Michael said. Michael said it's like doing shrooms without doing them, looking at it. Michael's funny. Well, folks, I guess I'm just going to go in the house and wait for a sound to fall or have the wires jerked out of my house, and because I'm getting tired of holding this camera up. And I'm gonna go sit down. I'm gonna roll me a big fat one and smoke a doobie and call it the night. So I've been streaming now for 56 minutes, and I'm gonna end. So thanks everybody for stopping by. I'm gonna peek in a little while and see if Mr. Community's got anything up tonight. He should be resting because he does need to rest sometimes. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. Y'all have a beautiful evening. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. Good to see all of you. Good night. Michael Davino. Linda says hi. So have a great evening, Michael Davino. Bye, Carrie. Bye, Isabella. Morgan Tristan. Peace. See you in the Black Mirror.